Alright, so after talking about Nasty Savage, time to talk about another Metal Blade band. Like I said, in this one I just talked about one of the bands that that one of the singers at Abattoir would end up joining, which his name was Steve Gaines, who was singing on the Vicious Attack album. He definitely joined this band later on after this release. And that band was also, right here, was one of my picks for the Band of the Week. Which, of course, today I did pick my Band of the Week. And so, that band I'm talking about, Bloodlust. Now, Bloodlust definitely got a bit of a thrash sound to them, but here, like again, just like with Nasty Savage, just like with Agent Steel, just like with Abattoir, or even Hellstar, this is definitely kind of bordering a bit on thrash, and at times it's not quite speed metal. At times it's a little too melodic. At times it'd be speed metal. So again, kind of at times there is definitely some U.S. power metal on this album. And of course, it's also due to the pipes of Guy Lord, which, wow, the guy could howl. That's all that can be said. Just air raid sirens. This guy was in his own league. But let's get into the album. Definitely this album can be put next to, Abattoir's Vicious Attack, but this is a little more melodic than that. It's definitely got that Metal Blade sound. It's not quite thrust, but again, it's got that sound. Production, it's raw ass production, but guess what? Some of the most classic thrash metal albums had raw production. So what makes this so different from those? Because it's got a really thin ass drum sound that obviously can be on the same par as Blood Feast's Kill for Pleasure, which of course this band at one point did try to sue Blood Feast due to the fact that Blood Feast were originally also called Bloodlust. So there's that. But let's get into the actual music itself. Album starts up with Soldier of Fortune, starting with a very soft guitar piece. Of course, guess what was released around the same time? It was like a year before. Metallica's Ride the Lightning. So again, it was kind of the norm for metal bands really kind of start off with a very acoustic piece. But here, this isn't like with Fight Fire with Fire. It's more melodic than Fight Fire with Fire. This is definitely at times very U.S. power metal sounding. Just really good. Really one of the highlights of the sound that you got Ride to Death. Just a little slow, but still, it's a very crunching riff. Mid-paced. Just really good. I can't really say anything bad. Again, good guitar work between guitar players Anthony Romero and Earl Mendenhall, which are, don't know which one is which, but they're the two guys right there. Of course, next track is Chainsaw Brings Back the Speed, but it's a bit more a little closer to Savage Grace. Again, this band's music is definitely similar to Savage Grace in places, definitely evident with the tracks such as Chainsaw. Definitely a good track nonetheless. Definitely a little more new wave of British heavy metal sounding, but still very good. Again, it's very close to the sound of Savage Grace. Side 2 opens up with Tear It Up. Wow. Now this again is definitely brings more of that speed back. Definitely another good track. Then we got Too Scared to Run. Now actually Bleeding for You, excuse me. I will get to Too Scared to Run, but Bleeding for You, which is it's a good track. Not really the best song on this album, but it's not a weak track by any means. Again, so let's just get back to Too Scared to Run, which is much slower than Rite of Death. But it still is another great track. It's got some good, it's a little progressive, and so it plays again something riff and sort of beat progressions, but it's still very good. Still shows a bit of, God Lord's range. And then of course the album ends with Rising Power, kind of similar a bit to Tear It Up and Chainsaw, but just ends the album very well. That's all that can be said. So after this, what was left for the band Bloodlust? Of course, Guy Lord would leave to form his own band titled Lord, which released an album in 1988 titled The Second Coming. And then, of course, but he gets replaced by ex-Abattoir singer Steve Gaines. And they went and released a Terminal Velocity EP after this, which is just it's more speed thrash than really what was provided on here. Again, you can definitely say that this is speed thrash, but at times it's not really it's not really thrash. At times it's not really your bare bones thrash metal. It's not like Dark Angel. It's not like Exodus. It's more, maybe close to again, it's like Savage Grace or Hellstar, or, the debut from Anthrax, which I've thrown around here quite a bit, or Liege Lord, or, it's just close to that than it really is with, Slayer. Definitely, or even at times Megadeth. Excuse me, I was going to say Metallica, but even this band wasn't quite Metallica as well. They were much more raw than, not really raw as Metallica, but actually, yes, they were raw as Metallica, but they were more melodic than Metallica. So, with that ends that for this day of the week. So, Monday and through, going on for the last week, and we're definitely going to be going all out. 6 videos per day. So, with that, if you have heard that album, what are your thoughts? If you have any thoughts, you can post your comments down below. This is Thanks for saying I'm out. And later.